Hey everybody, this is Frogger here for this week's Retroactive, and I am going to skip the introduction because this is going to be a bit to talk about. When I say Star Wars video games, what springs to mind? Some people, it's things ranging from the Jedi Knight series, like myself, Knights of the Old Republic, maybe The Force Unleashed. Who knows? Everyone has different things that spring to mind. One of them that usually doesn't spring to mind is a game called Galactic Battlegrounds. Why is that? Well, the weird thing about Galactic Battlegrounds is it's pretty much Age of Empires, but with Star Wars. And it's a fantastic game at that. Now, I haven't tackled strategy games on here before because a lot of them tend to ape each other. And you got tons of spiritual successors, like from Total Annihilation to Supreme Commander. You've got the Command & Conquer type games, the StarCraft type games. There's a lot of similarities that go throughout strategy. And I could dig into Age of Empires, but there's an HD version of Age of Empires 2 coming out, which that's going to be fucking awesome. So, Galactic Battlegrounds, as I said, is just like an Age of Empires game. In fact, it was made by the same people, Ensemble, who last made Halo Wars, and fortunately they no longer exist, but Galactic Battlegrounds is still a fantastic game. It's got that whole nice 2D sprite-ish look. It was pre-3D in strategy games, so it's got a nice little charm to it. Tons of item management and item collecting. But the thing that really sets this game apart from a lot of games of its ilk, and makes it even closer to something like Age of Empires, is the amount of factions. This is a long game. A very long game. You've got about 6 campaigns in total out of the box, ranging from stuff that happened in Episode 1 to things that happened in Episode 6. It really does range an entire gambit of things. It doesn't really go into the stuff that happened in Episode 2 and 3 because those movies hadn't come out yet. Well, they do go into Episode 2, but that's an expansion pack. And let's just talk about the main game here to make things simple. So you can play as, the Trade Federation, the Empire, Rebel Alliance, Wookiees, and Gungans. So you've got a lot of options in here to play, and you can kind of see from this footage here that it looks like Age of Empires, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a very good, very solid, should I say very good again? Because it's a very good game, and you should sit down and play it. And why haven't you sat down and played it? Well, this game is a little difficult to get a hold of. If you want to get a hold of it, you're probably going to have to go online and buy a disc copy. But this game is not available digitally. Good Old Games doesn't even have any LucasArts titles, and in Steam, this is one of the only ones missing from the Star Wars catalog. There's a few other lesser-known Star Wars games, but this is one of the major ones. And it's kind of sad. I mean, they have the other major Star Wars strategy game called Empire at War, but... So, Galactic Battlegrounds, why am I talking about this? It's fun. Isn't that what this is all supposed to be about? You're supposed to sit down, play a game, have a great time. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It doesn't have to be the next big revelation in games. And it doesn't have to be the prettiest thing ever. It has to be fun. That's the point. That's why we're here playing video games, is to have fun. Well, for the most part, have fun. So you should sit down and play a game like this, which is just oodles of fun to play. I mean, strategy games, not much better when it comes to pure fun. So what would I like to see done with this game? Should there be a remake? Should there be any of those things? I don't know. HDified like Age of Empires 2 would be kind of cool, but odds of that happening are very, very low. What I would really like to see is this game to be released. I want to see this game on Steam. I want it to be on a place that I can purchase it right now and install it. Not have to go through my fucking giant spindle of discs and hunt this thing down in its unlabeled case because I lost the case. But that's neither here nor there. I just want this game available digitally. No remakes, no sequels, none of that crap. Just, I want to be able to pick the game up and play it. That's all I want. So that's going to do it for me this week. See you guys next time.